During my time at CIA, I met so many international students that one even became my best friend. Every international student offers a different perspective on food that I really wanted to highlight in this film. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Baleadas, which is a flour tortilla with refried beans, cream, and then whatever you want to add on. I've added fried plantains, like a full fried plantain on it. Great.
Food mostly I miss is biryani, and you can really find it here. And if you do, it's not the same as home. It's like rice cooked with spices, chicken, potatoes, and it's all cooked together.
It's called lomo saltado. It's like a beef stir fried with rice, fries, tomatoes, and onions.
Drinks, that sort of thing. Like one that comes to mind is Coke, like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
The formulation that they used to make it in Venezuela was originally sweeter than the one they make here in the US. Where here I think it's the opposite. It's like Pepsi's a little sweeter than Coke. Over there, Coke was sweeter than Pepsi, and that's what made them kind of dominate the market. And so I remember the first time I came here, like Coke just didn't taste right. It didn't taste that sweet. It tasted off.
Biggest food, ceviche, probably.
Fish products that you wouldn't find, local seafood products that you wouldn't find here, because the fish species are very different from those that are here versus those that are there in Japan, right?
Like chicken bandung, coconut rice with some, sambal, like, cooked in chili paste and using shrimp paste.
Biryani, chicken biryani, and I cook it very often. I try to emulate it as good as my mother. And gobi paratha, these two dishes. Oh my god.
I miss the kimchi because kimchi is my favorite food. Yeah.
Well, I found a restaurant that has them, but they don't make them the same. It's like with sour cream, and usually I spend less than $1 buying them. They charge $2, so I'm not getting those anytime soon.
Fortunately, a lot of things I can get here, because of the amount of Venezuelans that have emigrated or have come into the United States or have just kind of left the country. There's a lot of products that I used to find over there that I can now find here. However, there's still differences in the quality of the products or in the taste of the product.
One in the there's a place in the city called Jackson Heights. So it's in Queens, and you can find, it's like a very big immigrant area. So there's like a lot of Indian and Bangladeshi food there.
I have most of the ingredients, but it's not the same as home. And then in most Peruvian restaurants here and in the city, you can find that because it's like a well-known dish. Everything's fried, and everything's bigger. Just fried and bigger. That's the description.
Potatoes, you have like one kind, and it's boring.
Don't have here, like 7-Eleven doesn't compare to the 7-Eleven in Japan. Like it's very different. Like for example, they'll have things that are like convenience products that are like food, right? That are that ranges from everything from like Japanese onigiri to bento boxes, right? Whereas here, if you're looking for food products, it's basically hot dogs and cold, gross fried food.
It's weird because we have them, yeah, but most of what we have is American, like U.S. It's from the U.S. and then we have some that are local, but you can tell it's not as processed. It's a little bit, I don't know. It doesn't seem as bad. Like we don't have any equivalent to Twinkies.
No.
No?
Like Hot Pockets, you'll never find them. Here is like every person I know eats them.
Yep.
Same as every microwavable food, it's not existent. A lot of plastic packaging.
processed food is something that we crave as teenagers or young kids. Like, I love going to KFC, like Kentucky Fried Chicken once in a while, but I like to have like Nutella. These are processed foods, and I like to have them. But in India, and especially where I come from and where I stay, it's all local. You eat fresh food and locally grown vegetables and your carbs and stuff, everything from scratch.
There is a heavy reliance towards those convenience products or products that have already been processed in Japan, right? But the vast majority of Japanese households, we like to have fresh produce.
Yeah, the thing with Peru is you can grow things all year round because of the different areas.
Yep.
So it's all about going, like when it's summer, in the mountains you grow different things, in the jungle you grow different things, in the coast you grow different things, so it keeps changing all year round.
I think we don't get a whole lot of apples. We don't get a whole lot of different squashes unless you're going into like the Andes region, which is further. It's at a higher altitude and it's a colder weather. So that part of the country you might find some things like that. But in general, I would say there was a lot more just tropical. So like mangoes, passion fruits, bananas.
The problem with seasonality in Honduras is that there's barely any seasons in Honduras, so you can mostly just grow the same things year-round. Another thing with produce for us is that a lot of our produce is actually imported because we export what we grow. Our main growing things are sugar, coffee, and bananas, which are all exported to the US.
Mostly seasonal because my country is so small. It's like during winter time we only get like good cauliflowers, broccolis and all that. But during summertime, like we're known for our mangoes. So mangoes, lychees.
In our country, we have a Costco too. Yeah, and similar to Walmart, we have an E-Mart. Yeah, so I think the market is similar to here in our country.
But we have outdoor markets, definitely. We have, but it's more of it's just like an entire convention center for people from the outside to come in and sell. So they have like crafts, and they have like the food, and then they have like the produce and the flowers, and then we have like normal supermarkets, but by no means are they chains like Stop and Shop. Like we have some chains, and they're still like so small, and they're just like in Honduras. Like we don't have a Target. I think Walmart has something back home, but it's nothing compared to the Walmart here. They like don't have half the stuff they have here. What we do have in the supermarkets, it's like what they know they can't sell outside the country. So like what looks ugly, what's like a little like hurt, or like different sizes and shapes. So it is very different. Like going into a supermarket here, everything looks very pristine. Going to a supermarket back home, it's fun. It's a fun experience. Going into markets is also great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have hypermarket. We have supermarket just like Stop and Shop, locally run supermarkets. These are where generally majority of people back in Singapore will go to. So it's something like Stop and Shop. It's common everywhere.
Mostly we have like bazaars. It's like open, and it's not like supermarket. It's like outdoor type, but it's like they sell different produce and fish and chicken. It's like more outdoor.